Hi, my name is Selena and thanks for watching. This is going to be a book haul and I've bought a lot of books and I went to the Poughkeepsie Library used book sale to buy these books. I spent like $29.50 and I got 21 books, so yay for me. I don't have all 21 books here. My friend Ryan and I, we share books, so he has I think 3 books, but whatever I have I'll show you, and here we go. So, coming up first, I have Terry Brooks' The Black Unicorn, and I love these kind of like odd pulp type books. Look at this. Okay, let's dissect this. Rainbow Bright in the background. We have a mule with like, it looks like someone just wrapped the horn around his head. This does not look like a unicorn to me. And then Girl in Green, or Green Girl basically. I love this cover. These are the covers that draw my eyes. And yeah, awesome. I have no idea what this series is about. I just was intrigued by the cover art and I thought, why not? I like unicorns. Unicorns are my most favorite mythical creatures. So there we go. Then I picked up Anne McCaffery's Dragon Dawn, again with the kind of odd cover, girl in a yellow jumpsuit with dragons resting on each arm, and yeah, just kind of floating out of a cave with her dragon friends. I don't think that was number 1 in this series either. I have a thing going with this book sale that I just was buying things that visually appealed to me and didn't really consider whether they were first in the series or not, so. Then I picked up number 3 in the Sword of Truth series, Blood of the Fold, yeah, by Terry Goodkind. I am currently reading book number 2, and I finished book 1 in the Sword of Truth, Wizard's First Rule, about 2 months ago. So yeah, this follows Richard Cypher and Kaylin Amneal. The series is about those two, and I believe this picks up with certain things that happen in book 2, which I'm not going to spoil myself by reading the back until I finish book 2, so there you go. And book 2 is right here. It's Stone of Tears by, again, Terry Goodkind, and this has a nice picture of Kaylin and Richard kind of going through some sort of desert scene. I am liking this book so far. I am about 250 pages in. This is a mass market edition, which is not bad. It's nice and it's cute. Fits nicely in my bag. Yeah, I was really into it, and then Richard started becoming a little whiny about things that weren't going his way, and so I'm hoping that changes. But so far, I'm enjoying this series. Now, that's a series that I'm reading because my friend Ryan says that I don't complete series, which is true. I start series and I don't finish it. But he doesn't think that I read enough fantasy, like epic fantasy series. So I'm doing that series. If you guys have any suggestions of really good epic fantasy series that you think I should read, please leave a link or comment down below to something so I can see what the series is. I'll leave an author and a name in the little doobly-doo below. Then I picked up The Reader by Bernhard Stellink. I think I'm going to say it that way. I hadn't read this since 12th grade, and I remember reading it and really enjoying it. I know it was turned into a movie, and I think Kate Winslet is in the movie, but I've never seen it. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I can pick this up and reread it soon. It's not a large book, but it does take place during World War II, or at least most of the story takes place in World War II. It's told in flashback format, and it's about a romance between 2 people who probably shouldn't have a romance, but how their relationship is built over shared interest in reading. Then next I picked up a book that I saw had sci-fi at the bottom, and it's the older spelling of sci-fi before they changed it to S-Y-F-Y. But yeah, I didn't know Sci-Fi Channel published books. But anyway, this is called Singularity Ring by Paul Melko. And I picked it up because the cover just seemed really busy and space opera-y. So there's Earth right there, and I'm assuming this is some sort of spaceship, and people are in space, and yay. If you ever watched the podcast Sword and Laser, I'm Laser. I love science fiction. I like fantasy, but I tend to lean more towards science fiction anyway. So next up is another sci-fi book, Flash Forward. This was turned into a TV show on ABC. That's what it says up here. And I was drawn to this book because, not because of the cover. The cover art sucks. But my dad, he was watching this TV show and was really into it. And then they canceled it. But I remember him talking a lot about it. And the author is Robert J. Sawyer. So I'm hoping that by reading the book, then my dad and I can have something to talk about. Next, I picked this up sheerly because of the cover. This is like something ridiculous, like 7th or 12th in a series. I don't know what I was doing. By Harry Turtledove. It's Homeward Bound, and there are dinosaurs in space. Dinosaurs are reflected in this spacesuit mask, and I was like, dinosaurs in space? That's a reference to a Doctor Who episode, and that's what drew me to it. I don't think this has anything to do with Doctor Who. This book has nothing to do with Doctor Who, but that's what was going on in my head. I was like, dinosaurs in space? Gotta have it. And yeah, so there's dinosaurs back here too. On like some Martian landscape. And continuing my shallowness in my book purchases, I picked this one up again. It's number 2 in a trilogy, and it's by John 12 Hawkes. His middle name was awesome, 12. It's called The Dark River, and let's see, it's the Fourth Realm trilogy is the name of the trilogy, but this is book 2, and the cover art is awesome. So here is the front, and the back looks pretty cool too. But let's go back to the front. So it has like these like little ball things here. Watch this. You open it up, remove the cover. Look at that. I so love when there's art on the actual cover of the book, not just a dust jacket. And this to me is the epitome of books as art. Books can be art as well as literature, and I love it when people who design these books take that into consideration. So yeah, this is just beautifully printed, and so I'm really looking forward to reading it just because the cover looks so interesting. Then I picked this up also because of the cover. It's purple in tone, which caught my eye because that's my favorite color. And it is The Far Land by Cole Bachman. There we go. This is book 1 in a series, so yay for me. And I have no idea what this is about. The other thing that drew me, not just because of the color and the pretty cityscape, you know, this seems to be kind of like an urban fantasy, maybe steampunk kind of book, which is really cool. But I'm not sure if you can tell, this person here seems to be a person of color. And the last time I was at the Poughkeepsie library sale, I bought 3 Parts Dead because of the same reason. There was a person of color necromancer on the cover, and I don't see many people of color on the cover of fantasy books. So I was like, yay, intrigued, and it's purple too. So yeah, this is pretty. I have no idea what any of these books are really about. I tend to not read the spoilers in the blurbs because they spoil me. But I'm hoping it's a good read. Okay, so another book that I bought because it was purple is this Compendium of the Angel Walk trilogy. So it has all 3 books. There's Angel Walk, Fallen Angel, and Steadfast Guardian Angel. The cover art's not that great, but it is purple. And so that drew me to it, and then I started reading it. It's by Roger Elwood, and the back, someone likened it to the stories by C.S. Lewis, who is one of my favorite authors. So if this holds up, this could be one of my top favorite reads of the year. I'm hoping that it at least reminds me of C.S. Lewis's writing, or at least can take me to the same places that C.S. Lewis took me to when I was reading his books. Maybe I'll do a C.S. Lewis video. I don't know. If any of you are interested in his writing, the Narnia and other stuff, leave a little thing below saying yes, C.S. Lewis, because I would love to spend some time talking about C.S. Lewis's writings, because he's more than just Narnia, folks. More than just Narnia. Then I picked up Wizard at Large by Jim Butcher. This is a bind-up of, I believe, books 7 through 9, or 6 through 9 in the Dresden Files series. I have not read anything by Jim Butcher, nor have I read the Dresden Files series, but I have book 1, Stormfront, which I need to read. And I'm hoping that I'll get into this, because I started watching this series on Netflix a while ago and really liked it. They only did 1 season, and then I think it was Sci-Fi Channel, they canceled it. But it's really good. The guy that played Dresden is on Arrow, and he plays the chief detective or whatever. Yeah, didn't realize he had a British accent until I saw an interview with him recently. Anyway, back to the book. Jim Butcher, Dresden Files. It's a bind-up of, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the Dresden File books. There we go. Last book that I'm going to show you is another Terry Goodkind book, Naked Empire. I am not sure which number this is in the Sword of Truth series. It does not tell me. I don't like that. I hate when the book, does it take much to put number 4 or 5 or whatever right there? Right there. Just put the number. But anyway, among other things, this also has a nasty sticker on it. Now it's off. And anyway, Sword of Truth series, Terry Goodkind. This is a series that, again, my friend Ryan wants me to read. And I am liking it so far. So hopefully I will get to this book. It is a little big, but not as big as other books. And here's a nice little picture of the man himself, Terry Goodkind. Looking all menacing and whatnot. Anyway, those are all the books that I have right now with me. I did buy some other books, but if I get those in the future, I'll do a video. Otherwise, I'll just leave a link or a picture or something, or I won't. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and bye!